Welcome to Humanity Matters. I'm Brian Netzawakas, and now here is your host, Albert Torcaso.
Hi, everybody. We're going to pass it on over to Annette. She has a couple of things to say, and then we'll eventually get back to me.
Hi, I'm Annette Mendel, co-host of Humanity Matters this evening. And Chris couldn't be with us again tonight because he had to help take care of his mom, but he should be back in the near future, probably the next show. But before we continue with the program, I'm going to shout out some hellos to people that we met. And I'm going to begin with Pete, who works at the Smiling Moose, and say hi to Marcel, Latoya and Lacey, to LaDoriante, to Terry and Otis, Stephanie, Joyce, and Bonnie. And I also want to introduce our special guest this evening, Joanne Quinn Smith, also known as Techno Granny. And before we continue with the show, I'm going to read a bit about her bio. Joanne Quinn Smith is the Creative Energy Officer of Dreamweaver Marketing Associates in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a full-service marketing company specializing in Web 2.0 guerrilla branding. Known as the Techno Granny, she offers her clients unique, creative, and energetic marketing and management plans. Her niche is creating internet-based platforms using good relevant information, to create expert status and organic search dominance. Lauded for her energetic and enthusiastic style marketing, Ms. Quinn Smith is frequently in demand as a speaker. She spoke at the NAWBO, National Association of Women Business Owners annual convention in Atlanta, Phoenix, and Chicago, presents yearly on social and new media at the Pennsylvania Business Technology Conference. In the professional sector, she has served on several committees and boards, including Girls Going Places, NAWBO National Committees, and Women's Economic Development Outreach, WEDO. She has been an active board member of NAWBO for many years and was the 2006 to 2008 president of the Greater Pittsburgh chapter. Joanne also serves on advisory board of Entrepreneurial Thursdays.
That's a good one, too, though.
Always on the cutting edge of social media, Joanne is the host of a weekly talkcast called Techno Granny Show, which airs each Monday at 10 a.m. on TalkShoe. The talkcast helps entrepreneurs learn how to negotiate and make the most of today's technology. She is also the host of 3 other podcasts, including Positively Pittsburgh Live, The Monday Morning Marketeer, and Professionals with Impact. All talkcasts are recorded live and can be found at www.positivelypittsburghlivemagazine.com, of which Joanne is the publisher and editor. PositivelyPittsburghLiveMagazine.com, a multimedia resource for and about Pittsburgh. Website is www.positivelypittsburghlivemagazine.com, which is Pittsburgh's first internet radio and TV network. Joanne Quinn Smith has been designated nationally 2009 Small Business Journalist of the Year by the United States Small Business Administration for her advocacy and reporting on small business using new media. And tonight we're going to discuss Joanne's experiences and everything and successes. And she also is a Star Trek Klingon.
Oh,
jeez.
She cheated. She cheated.
So I'm going to return you back to our host of tonight's episode, Albert Torcaso.
You can call me the laughing Albert Torcaso. Well, first of all, let's just say that everything that Annette just read to you was actually true, but there was a different bio that she was supposed to read that somehow she got mixed up on. I guess it was a shorter version. As far as Joanne and her past life being a Klingon, we're going to get to that a little bit later. I will tell you that Joanne is very, very well known online. I am going to tell you that she has over 1 million listeners. She's recorded over 1 million listeners on her podcast. And there is so much to learn about Joanne that it wouldn't take 1 hour, it wouldn't take 2 hours, it wouldn't even take 5 or even 6 hours. It would be a whole series. So we're going to get as much in as we can. But you know, that bio was nice, and our prop decided to go south for a minute, but we brought it back. At any rate, that was a nice bio. That really was. But you know, it wasn't the El Torcaso style. So I'm sorry. A lot of people think that I'm over the top. So I guess I'm just going to have to be. Because when we have the Techno mom here, even though her brand name is Techno Granny, we've been arguing a little bit. She says she's a granny. I think she's not old enough to be a granny. But at any rate, when we have someone this prominent, this much of an expert, this dedicated to all of her careers, we don't just say, well, Joanne, we don't do it like this boring thing like, well, Joanne was a speaker at the National Women's...
boring.
I'm not saying you were boring, but I mean, paper can be boring. But we want to do this just like we were at a boxing match. So here we go. Introducing in the left corner to my left, the one, the only. She can box better than all the boxers on the planet because she can help you go from scratch to becoming a champion of the internet and becoming someone who is going to get paid from learning even more. It's the one, it's the only Joanne Quinn Smith, the Techno Granny. Hello, Joanne.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I got to work on my breathing, though.
That was quite an introduction, but the only boxing I ever did, quite frankly, is maybe boxing my grandson's ears. You know?
Oh, no, you didn't. Now, wait a minute. Well, but you are you do know a lot, and you learned a lot about the internet and marketing, and you had a lot of careers in your life. So you know what? I want to ask you about 1,000 questions. But you know, here's the thing. I have co-hosts here. I'm going to throw them out. Can we throw them out? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding. No, I'm actually not going to throw them out because I love them. What can I say? So
they're nice. They're very. I have watched the show, and they're a nice support group for you.
Yes, they are.
Thank you.
They kind of keep you. They kind of keep you, Albert. They kind of keep you more down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Brian
corrects your English, and
Brian corrects my English.
And Annette's is your calming influence.
Wait a minute. Brian corrects my English, and then it gets the cast iron skillet and threatens me at home. I'm kidding.
The cast iron skillet.
No. I'm just kidding, America and Pittsburgh. But actually, what we're going to do? No comment. What we're going to do here is Chris tells the jokes. Sometimes he tells the jokes. But we're going to have Brian ask you his first set of questions. And then what we're going to do is we're going to defer to Annette. And then eventually I'll start asking you some questions. And I want to already officially invite you to come back in the future. And I also want to do podcasts.